Hi, Virgo. I'm Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana, and this is your mid-December to end of the year reading. Holy cow. If you're new to the channel, what I normally do, excuse me, I have a frog. What I normally do is pull 4, 5, 6, however many want to come out, tarot cards. There's the first one. And then see what direction we're going. Are we looking at love or career or health, life? And then clarify that with different oracle cards that I have for any sort of guidance or advice the universe may have for you. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Let's do one more. Man, that's what too much dairy does to me. The cream that I have in my coffee in the mornings does not like me very well. And if I could live without coffee, I would. But I don't want to. That's the problem. Or maybe you don't want me to. That's part of it. The world doesn't want me to live without coffee. How's that? I have a much better personality with coffee. Too many, but I'll take this one. All right, let's see what we got going here. So the first one that came up was the Five of Cups. So I feel like somebody's feeling pretty sorry for themselves, and they're looking at what's missing instead of what they have. And I feel like it has something to do with some money, probably. Some money's not flowing right now. Or maybe it's going out the window way faster than you want it to. It is Christmas, and people tend to spend a whole lot of money on presents that they probably don't need to. And perhaps this is stressing you out right at the moment. The second one is Eight of Wands, and you are not wanting to travel someplace. I feel like you're being forced to travel. Maybe you're being forced to travel someplace for the holidays that you don't want to go to, and you're resisting. Or maybe that's part of it, is you had to spend money on this travel, and that's really honking you off too. Is you would just as soon stay at home. So the whole energy that I'm getting is resistance, aggravation, not wanting to do something that you feel like you're being forced to do. And Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. So generally that is, you know, you've been working very hard on your money, and now it's just kind of like, I feel like you feel like whatever you are being made to do is a waste of money. King of Wands. I feel like you are very passionate about bringing this irritation and aggravation up. Like the first part of it is you holding it in, and the second part of this is the High Priestess. Is you wanting to stand in your power and bring up your aggravation and irritation about this whole situation. So I feel like it's like these 4 cards over here and these 2 over here. Okay, so let's recap. You are feeling stuck and aggravated and not happy about some travel plans, probably for the holidays, that you would like to not do. You feel like it's a waste of money. You're thinking about saying out loud your feelings about this. You're wanting to say out loud your feelings, but at the moment you are holding all of this inside and it's festering. That is the feeling that I am getting at the moment. So let's see. I already have pretty much keyed in on the emotions here. Let's see. I've got some new cards here. What did we decide these are called? I've already forgotten. Sacred Travelers. I got these last week and haven't used them a whole lot. I really like them. So let's see what the Sacred Traveler. Funny. We're talking about traveling. I just put 2 and 2 together. Sacred Traveler. What does the Sacred Traveler have to say about this situation that I feel like I'm hearing? Speak your mind, speak your mind, speak your mind. But you need to calm your emotions down first before you speak your mind, and be truthful with whoever and whatever is. If you don't have the money to make this trip, you need to let them know instead of resenting them for you saying yes when you should have said no. I feel like that's kind of what's going on, is at the moment you have said yes, you should have said no. You are resenting them for putting you in this position, but you need to be looking at yourself and why you felt the need to people please. And why you felt like you couldn't be honest with the situation and say, you know what, I just don't have the money. Okay, it's your ego. That's what I'm hearing. Your ego is getting in the way right now, and that's why you said yes when you should have said no, is you don't want people to know that this is a financial burden on you. Okay. There you have it. All right. Okay, so I want some of these cards out. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about why you are letting your ego get the better of you right at the moment. Why you're saying yes when you should be saying no. If there's, okay, what do we got? Choosing your path, all is possible. Begin now, take your first step. I think this is a begin now, take your first step of being truthful and letting people know that this is an imposition, an inconvenience. This is not financially feasible, and quit pretending that you've got it all together and just be honest about it. A breakthrough is at hand. So this is something that you have, I feel like, a tendency to do, is you say yes when you should have said no, and then you're mad at the other person because they put you in this situation, and all you had to do was say, you know what, this isn't convenient. This is not in my financial budget. I can't fly to California for the holidays because it's $600 a ticket, and we just don't have the money right now. Just freaking say it. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So if you need to sit down and take a minute about how to construct this message or whatever, and yes, you're going to disappoint the person on the other end. I know that's why you don't want to have this conversation, is you don't want to disappoint that person. But what you're doing is you're disappointing yourself. And is that any better? I mean, you are putting yourself in a position that I'm not going to say is detrimental, but it's not helpful. I mean, it's stressing you out. It's got your gut in a mess because you are putting yourself in a position that you shouldn't be putting yourself in. You're saying yes instead of no because your ego is in the way. Stepping into your power. You are strong beyond your measure. You can do this, and it's probably going to be the first time that you have ever spoke your mind and actually said what you needed to say instead of just sucking it up and, okay, fine, you know, we'll figure it out or whatever. You know what? If they want you to come out there, they can pay for it. You know, maybe that's an offer. Maybe that's what they would do. Or if you just don't want to go at all, you know, I mean, I want to say come up with an excuse or tell them the truth, which is the best thing to do. Abundance is pouring into your life. This kind of goes along with if you tell them you don't have the money to make this trip, perhaps abundance for making that trip will come in a different way, shape, or form. So get your ego out of the way and your head out of your ass and do the right thing instead of what you think you're supposed to do. And everybody gets disappointed sometimes. Probably what's going to happen is that other person is going to their self-worth issues are going to be tested right now, is because they're going to think, oh my God, they don't love me. They don't think I'm worth coming out to seeing. And yes, there's a whole lot of shit that's probably going to come out because of this. Just be prepared for that. I feel like you have probably been holding this in way too long, and that it's time to just quit. Quit holding it in. Quit sucking it up. Quit pretending like you've got the money when you don't. I'm going to do some sacred power. Let's see what else the universe has to say about this situation. Any other guidance or clarity for the Virgos for this second half of December? Sorry, I need a drink. Any other guidance for the Virgos for this second half of December on how to handle this situation? Say what needs to be said without causing an argument. Perhaps the answer is, instead of all of you going out there, you offer, maybe you've got the money to buy her a ticket this way. Her or him or whoever it is. Animal Kingdom. I feel like this is just saying, step into your power. And manifestation. I think that also goes along with the abundance. If you truly want to see this person maybe working on your abundance or your manifesting or your law of attraction to get the money together, if you really, really want to go and you just don't have it, tell that person, right now we don't have the money, but we're trying to figure it out or something like that. And, see what the universe brings you. If you're meant to go out there, go wherever or make the trip, you'll figure out something if you really, really want to go. And if you don't want to go, it's time to speak that truth too. Anything else with these? I want that one. Rainbow Dragon. I have no idea what the Rainbow Dragon means other than just be strong. I'm going to do... My numerology cards are way back there. So sorry. I have way too many cards and not enough close spaces. Now my chair's all goofed up. Anything else, universe, that you would like to say about this situation? That one wants to come out. That one wants to come out. That one wants to come out. And that one. Dang, those are all flying out. This is all about personal growth. Stepping into your power. Use your intuition on how to handle it. Environment. Perhaps you don't want to go because you don't like the environment. Maybe that's what you need to do, is suggest a different environment. Maybe it's a toxic environment that you feel like you're going into, and you can make it a little bit different. Make the environment different so it's something that's more acceptable for you. Spirituality. I don't know. I feel like that's saying just ask your guides for some help. Use your spiritual intuition to help you with this situation. Oh, I know what I want to do. My whispers of healing. Way too many cards. This kind of goes along with a video I did earlier in the month about it's time to speak up to mama and speak your truth. I feel this kind of goes along with that, whether it's your mother that you're needing to speak your truth to, or someone that you feel could leave you out in the cold if you do speak your truth. You know, it's like, man, I swear family can really do a number on you when you need to. You can probably be who you need to be in every other situation, but when it comes to family, I have kind of that with an aunt, 2 aunts. I can be 54 years old the rest of the time, and they can say something to me, and immediately I am 9 years old and in trouble again, just by some words that they speak, and it's painful when that happens. This would be a major forward movement into a new area of speaking truth. If you can do this, if you can stand up and speak your truth, I think this is going to be a breakthrough in a lot of ways. Maybe just not with family, but in life in general. But it is your choice to do this. I mean, you can bitch and moan and complain about it for as long as you want. But if you aren't willing to step up and make some changes, it's always going to be like this. So if you don't step up and say what you need to say and tell them the truth that you either don't want to come, you can't come, financially it's a burden, you know, I can't take off of work and do that. This is making me think about, I got invited to be a bridesmaid in a wedding when I was right out of college, and I had to say no. I did not have the money to take off of work. I did not have the money to drive to the location and spend a couple of nights there. I just flat out did not have the money, and I wasn't going to ask my parents for it because they really didn't have the money either, and I had to say no. And that's kind of what I feel like you're needing to do here is you need to, and if you can't say no, and if you do go ahead and follow through with this, you don't get the right to resent that person for making you do that. You don't get to throw a tissy fit because you said yes when you should have said no. This is your responsibility to not put yourself in a financial bind. So you can't blame this shit on anybody else. So don't even try it. So anyway, I guess I will see you guys the 1st of January or the very, very end of December for the January readings. I wish you all a good holiday and speak your mind. Tell the truth. Don't let people push you around. Just because it's the holidays does not mean that other people get to have their way and you don't. All right. See you later. Bye.